Hey folks, thank you for watching. This is a whole new project. I've bought two bikes. I've been very good about not buying any bikes because I have way too many, but I bought two more. I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to just put out another SL125 video. I'm looking at it right here. I haven't put out a lot of videos, sorry. I've been lazy with editing, but I did just have 2 weeks of totally off from work, and I got a ton of work done. 1980 KZ1000, just about ready to go. SL125 is all pretty much done. 89 KX80, that's just about done, and I'm working on this video, which is a 2006 Honda CRF450. It's another big four-stroke. I guess I just didn't have enough kicking of a gigantic four-stroke with the XL600s I bought. For some reason I thought I needed to buy another. And then I bought another one also, not a CRF, but a KTM. Anyway, so this video I'm trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with it. I don't figure it out. And then next video I'll figure out more of what's wrong with it and get pretty pissed off about this thing and that thing. But it's a video. Alright, so thank you for watching. See ya. Okay, well, something different. I've been very good about not buying anything, and for some reason I figured that I needed another gigantic four-stroke. So this is a Honda CRF450, a 2006. I got it not running. He said that it ran. When he put it away, he stopped riding it because he couldn't kick it anymore. It is a bitch to kick it. We did spray starting fluid in it, and after kicking it over and over 30 times or something, eventually it went vroom. I did the exact same thing when I bought an XL600 about 4 years ago. It went vroom, and then there was the timing chain, the head had been taken off, put back together incorrectly, whatever. So it's a pig. It's been well beat on. I just discovered that the seat is missing one of its metal tabs. I don't know that I can fix that. I probably could make a little bracket up, and then I have to find a way to put it into this plastic. I did buy a new seat cover already, but this is pretty bad. It's pretty beat on. I'll have to see about that. I bought new plastics. I went and did what I usually do. I bought a whole ton of parts, and they're all sitting on a shelf. The chain and sprockets. The chain, I just threw it away. It was garbage, completely rusted. Sprocket is trashed. Front sprocket's trashed. So I have a new chain and sprocket set. See if you check this out. I was checking the wheel bearings, and I was like, oh, the wheel bearings are junk. But if you look there closely at the spokes, let me see if it'll focus. Can you see? All the spokes are loose. This one's broken. I bought one. Hopefully that's the only one that's broken. Anyway, tires are junk. Anyway, I bought new tires. Bought all this crap, and I don't even know if the thing runs yet. Oh, look at that. That's off. That's not good. Okay. Well, also bought a clutch kit. All I wanted to do today was just get the carburetor out of it so that I can clean the carb. And, yeah, what's my plan? I gotta do the tires. I gotta fix the rear rim. I should put some grips on it. These are pretty bad. This is a choke lever, I think. and it's frozen. The throttle does seem to move. It might even have a accelerator pump. The carburetor has some kind of a electric thingy in it. I'm not sure what that's for. Anyway, yeah. So let's get started. Like I said, today I'm just going to take the carburetor out of it. Beautiful day today. It's 2 days after Christmas, and it is short sleeve weather. It's like 75 degrees out here. Beautiful. Sunny. This is exactly why I moved down to North Carolina, to enjoy decent weather. There's an airplane. Alright. The clamp that holds the carburetor to the rubber boot on the cylinder is already loose, so the carburetor has been off. There doesn't seem to be a holder on the rubber boot for the air side, so it should seems like to me it should just come off of there. Yeah, the whole thing's loose. It's not a great sign. Okay. Okay, so there's a cover that belongs on this, which is missing. That's not good. 10 millimeters to get it off. Boy, it's got enough tubes on it, huh? Slide moves. Yeah, I'm not happy about that already. Why is this loose? Somebody had this off. I'm also looking at a water hose here, which is loose. Man, I don't know, he didn't seem like the kind of guy that would be shy to me. I actually really like the guy. Okay, it's free. It's a big carburetor. So we're missing this cover. You don't see it down in there anywhere. So I don't think it needs that to run. It's just not there. I don't like that it's not there. Alright, well, yeah, let me get it on the bench and take it apart. Boy, it's got so many tubes on it. This is upside down, right? So that's right side up. So This tube is here. Okay. This tube is here. Let's go get my tube pliers. That one. This is the fuel inlet. It's almost like it has two-stroke gas in it. It's like, look at the gas. It's like oil. It's actually, that would be good actually, because it should cut down on the corrosion under here. Okay, that doesn't come off. Let's get some vice grips. This looks like some kind of a throttle position sensor. I'm guessing. I did buy a manual for it. I suppose this will just come right out of here. Yep, okay. Right, it's off of there. This is the idle. Come on. Okay. One. So these tube holders are on the inlet, air inlet side. The idle screw thing is on the output Oh yeah. Ugh. Yummy. Boy, it's got like grit. What is that? It's like literal dirt. Okay. So. Literal dirt, but how bad is it? Let's see here. This is the fuel idle screw, which I don't need to get with the screwdriver. Let's see what it's set to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 turns out. 4 turns out. I can't believe that that would be correct. Alright, so let's see. Must be 6. Okay, and then what is that? Eight. Felt like that, yeah. Ooh, that is one dirty pilot jet. Okay. And does this have any special way of coming out, or is it just the normal old way? The that is frozen in place. So let's see if I can get it out of there without destroying it. I don't know if you guys can see. Some junk there. This is a clip. See if I can get it off of there. Yep, okay. So that, and don't want to ruin this if I don't have to. There we go. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna, yeah, okay. Oh boy, yeah. There's your inlet. Isn't that nice? Ugh. Oh, gross. Okay, some little screws in there. I'm not really sure what they do. This does not look particularly good. I did not get a rebuild kit. Maybe I should order a rebuild kit. I don't know. Let's take a look at what's left. So I think this rod, I think that this is the actuator for the accelerator pump. So that must be how you adjust the accelerator pump. So this rod, which needs to be cleaned up, yeah, that would like push on the accelerator pump. And there's the hole right there. So that has to be taken off. Which is also locked. Nope, ruining that bolt. That's not good. Oh, I could have just done that. All right. Okay. Let's see how bad this looks. I mean, I've spent a good amount of money on this thing already. Like I usually do. Wasting my money. Okay. Diaphragm looks okay. Not a lot of junk in there. Looks alright. Diaphragm is pliable, so that should be okay. Nope. Is that rod? How does it work? Oh, it must go like that. Yeah, okay, it goes like that. So that must be the jet. Either that's the jet. So how does it work? So there's fuel in here. And this thing, it's like, does it go like that? No, like this. So where does it squirt it? Right. Well, I can play with that later once this is unclogged. That's a mess. Okay, so that's a mess, so we'll take this out. This is the idle stop. Okay, and then there's two screws on top here. So I want to get the plunger out, whatever you call it, the actual throttle. I wonder how much a knockoff Chinese carb is for this. Would I just be better off buying a knockoff carb? Okay. that's nice and clean anyway. One thing that's okay. Right? Goes that. Oop. This was on the intake side. Alright. So there's some more screws in here. If they're... Yeah, it looks like you can take the base of this off. I don't know that I would need to take that off. I don't think I'm going to try, because I doubt that those screws are going to move. Does this move? No. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do... Oh, this has to come out. How does this come off? Oh, I don't know that I need to take that out. I think I've got enough of it out. So I could hit this in my hypersonic washer. I don't know if that's going to do much. I should put it in there. It looks like there's two jets. I wonder which one is the slow jet then. Alright, well, I'll ponder what to do. The only reason I don't want to put it in the ultrasonic cleaner is because I don't have it set up. It's over there in a box, and the gunk for it is around somewhere, but I'm not sure. So maybe I'll just hit it with carb cleaner. Yeah, I'll do some cleaning and put that back together. I took the air cleaner out and cleaned it up with hot soapy water best as I could. Nice thing is that the subframe comes off of here. Let's see, so Broke that screw off. Use it too long. Now I'll have to get that broken bolt out. Idiot. Nice. So let's see. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty grungy in the fuel inlet, and I want to make sure the stopper is going to work. This is a very light wire brush. Not much different. I blew everything out. Hit it with carb cleaner. That's still a mess. Okay, what's next? Oh, that looks way better. Okay. What's next? I think I'll start putting it together. Get the float going back in. Seems like it's working. Okay, I've got the, I'm not sure what all these jets are, but seems like there's two slow jets, but maybe it's just one. The main jet is gigantic, that hole. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. I looked for numbers, I didn't see any numbers. I don't know whether this is something that came out of a crappy $10 rebuild kit or what, but it's what's there. He told me it ran before he put it away. We'll see. All right. What's next? Okay, so I installed the accelerator pump incorrectly. Spring goes on top. Like that. I'm not exactly sure how it works. It's a pump of some sort. Anyway, I think I can test it on the bench here. Alright, I think I have everything in here. These go this way. So here's the what do you call it? The fuel, the slow speed mixture screw. This was 4 turns out. It's supposed to be you started at 1.5 turns out. So I don't know why it was so far out. Okay, that's all the way in. 1, half turn, 1 turn, 1.5 right there. Okay. Alright, what else? I need a screw for this. And I have 4 screws left. One of them holds on the throttle position sensor. One of them is the throttle plate. That'll be the nicest one probably. Either that one or that one. And then there's 2 that go on the top. So I can put the choke in. Tighten that up in a minute here. So here's a big one, and it's very clean. What is this? Is this one? Nope. Is it this one? It's that one. That's the throttle position one. Okay, so I know what that one is. I know that this is for the throttle itself, and then this is the idle. You know what? We'll put that in after. So let's put the throttle back together. Something's not right with that. Okay. Read the instructions. Okay, it says the hole goes towards the engine, so that would be like that. And that lets it sit more snugly in there. Okay. Read the instructions. Yeah, so I got this wrong. Of course. Let's see, take that off of there. This whole shaft goes right through this thing. Okay. That. Alright, so this is the accelerator pump arm, and I think I have it pinned behind the cam. I think it's supposed to go in front of this cam, so I gotta take the shaft out again. Alright, I think I got it. So it's closed, goes all the way open, and you can see that when you first turn the throttle, the accelerator pump gets pushed down like that. Okay, so that's good. Now the idle thingamajig. So now I'm going to screw in the idle adjustment, idle speed adjustment. Okay. And that looks like it goes here. Right. I did get a cover. They're like 20 bucks, so I ordered one of these covers. And let me put this top part on here. Okay, all right. Well, for what it's worth, I think it's pretty clean. All right, now, before I can put the air box on, I have to go drill that screw out of it that I broke off. And now I got the Mustang in the way. It might rain on today. do a leak test. Nothing yet. Okay, float is started to close. Still going down. No leaks yet. Take that throttle position sensor back off so I can turn the throttle. See if I can see it pumping any gas. I don't see it pumping any gas. I don't see it leaking. Maybe it only works when it's under vacuum. Who knows? Alright, well I think that's good enough of a test. Okay, I took the cylinder head off. Some rust under there, but I think that'll be fine once it runs a little bit. There's a little gunk there. I'll try to get that out. What I wanted to check is that the cam chain, the valve timing was correct because I had bought something at Excel 600 years ago, and the guy who put it together didn't put the timing in correctly. So there's a dot there. Can you see that dot? Hopefully you can see that dot. So anyway, there's a dot and there's a little arrow there. Those are lined up. It's on the compression stroke. And you know it's in time if in here you can see that there's a little mark here and there's an arrow inside there. I don't know if you can see it. Well, they're lined up, so that's good. Still curious why that is disconnected. There's no coolant in it. There is oil in it. It doesn't look very good. I think I'll go ahead and drain that out. And I do have an oil filter for it. I'm tempted to just start it with what's in it. But if there's oil, water in it, you know, that's not good. Okay, so anyway, that's in time. I know it does have spark because it did go vroom, but it took us forever to kick it over. Carburetor's back together. So why don't I drain the oil and I'll put the cylinder head cover back on it. See if I can get some of that goop out of there. looks like there's some water in it. Yeah, nice. This was well taken care of. Alright, it's got oil back in it. I tried to film putting the carb on, but there's just no way to show it really. Carburetor's back on it. And help it with some starting fluid. Should be more than enough. It's got gas in it. Let's see if I can get it to start. I should probably put it on the stand here. Gee, that seems nice and stable. Fuck you. Put my steel-toed shoe on. Yeah, so I kicked it for 5 minutes right there on at the end there. And I thought I put my cell phone up and I kicked it for like another 10 to 15 minutes. The most I got out of it was like just a blah, 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 blah. Like, didn't even want to start. It didn't even, I used starting fluid, everything. I tried every trick, nothing would work. So absolutely had to be something wrong with it. I did some more research. That carburetor, how I was saying, maybe it only sprays when it's under a vacuum. No, it's supposed to just spray. And so I find out more about that carburetor in the next episode, and I do figure out why it won't start in the next episode. Anyway, this is a good example of like wasting my money on motorcycles. I bought this thing for $1,200. The guy said it ran when he put it away. I believed him. He seems like a nice guy, good, kind of like me. We just seem to hit it off and have a lot in common. And he said it ran when he put it away, so I was looking at maybe rebuilding the carburetor, flushing out the oil, whatever. But he did also say that he stopped riding it because he was sick of kicking it. He said sometimes you have to kick it for 5 to 10 minutes. So if you Google that if you just Google that symptom on the CRF450, everybody tells you what's wrong. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to put out another video next week. So it won't be another month and a half till I put out a video. Hopefully next weekend I'll put out part 2 of that, and hopefully one on the SL125 too. Thank you. See ya.